I once heard a story about a wealthy art collector. And this wealthy art collector had a son, whom he cherished and loved above all things. Well, the story goes that the son was noted to be charitable and compassionate about his fellow man, and he would go around town looking for individuals he could help. Well, one day he happens upon a homeless individual, and having his compassion and love for this individual, even though he doesn't know him, he reaches out to help him. They start a dialogue and become quick friends. In order to repay the kindness that the son had shown this man, the homeless individual offers to draw him a portrait. Now, it's no fancy portrait by any means, but for the homeless man, this is all he has, and he's presenting it to the son. The son humbly accepts it and takes it home with him. Some time passes, and he learns that the son had died. And he's devastated, and the homeless man is grieved at hearing this news. And sometime later, the father also passes away. Wondering what's become of his portrait, the homeless individual hears through the grapevine about an auction that's going to be held at the father's wealthy estate. So as he makes his way up there, he puts on the best clothes as he can find, no fancy, elegant dress by any means. He makes his way to the house. He's barely let into the house. And what he sees is just he's surrounded by the social elite of their community. Wealthy, fine-dressed individuals that are all there to get a piece of the wealthy father's art collection. And he's wondering, where is the portrait of the son? What happened to it? And as he makes his way further in, he sees the portrait of the son in the middle of all of this other fine painting and artistry. These portraits are worth millions, thousands. And yet here, in spite of its humble lookings, it's in the middle of this collection. Now the auctioneer gets up, gathers everybody around, and says, now it's time for the sale to begin. First on the slate is the portrait of the son. And there's a gasp going out throughout the crowd. There's mumbles and there's groanings about this piece of art that's being put on for sale. People are saying, what is this rubbish doing amongst fine, wealthy, superior art? What is this meager looking thing that is getting for sale? And as the homeless man hears all of these remarks, he's stirred and he's moved, because to him that portrait means a lot. Because he knew the individual, he knew the son and what the son meant to him. And so as the opening bid goes, nobody makes a sound. No bid is offered. So he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a few measly dollars. And as he offers these measly dollars to the auctioneer, nobody challenges it. And the auctioneer says, sold. And then immediately right after he says sold, he says auction is over. And everybody's astonished and bewildered. How could it be over? It just started. And the auctioneer goes further to elaborate and says the father had put in a stipulation that whoever purchases the son, whoever gets the son, gets all the rest. And the father, cherishing his son above all things, made sure that the one who valued all that he had to offer, all of his collection, would be a person that valued his son just as much as he did. You see, folks, it doesn't matter in this life. It doesn't matter about the material things, the shiny things out there. If you get Jesus wrong, it doesn't matter what you get right. But when you get Jesus right, you get everything else. All of these will be added unto you. Folks, this is how God views and wants us to learn about how much He loves His Son. He loves His Son and cherishes Him above all things. And folks, when you get Jesus right, you get everything else.